Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Cecilia, but I go by the name CeeChronicles on all my social media platforms. So if you're joining us here for the very first time, what I do is I post 4 to 5 times a week fragrance related content on this channel. Now, if that sounds like something that interests you guys, please do consider joining us here by subscribing. Also remember to like and share, guys. It helps the channel grow. To those who are returning, thank you so much for the continued support. I appreciate you as always. Today we have Fragrance World, and this fragrance is called Pepper So Spicy. It comes in this gray packaging. I don't know if you're noticing something weird here. This is upside down. I don't know who packaged this, so kudos to you, whoever packaged this. And I'm saying that in a sarcastic way, by the way. Okay, so this is Pepper So Spicy, simplistic box, gray in color. Now let me show you the actual bottle. The bottle has no flaws, which is good news. It is one of those that they have released that come in like a Guerlain lookalike bottle. It says Pepper So Spicy there, and the juice is colored, and it has the Fragrance World logo, right? So this is what we're going to be talking about today. I am going to spray the fragrance in its box because 1, I'm wearing my fragrance of the day. 2, I want you guys to see the atomizer, and 3, I want a reference point. So I'm going to be sniffing this box from time to time while we do this review. So the atomizer for Pepper So Spicy is like this. Okay, so it gives like a big mist. It overshares to an extent, but these fragrances are on the affordable side, so even if it oversprays, I mean, it really doesn't matter. Now, what do I think of this one? This one's easy, guys. This one is going to be so easy to give you a mental shortcut of, because anyone is going to relate to this. It's a very unique fragrance, but let me say I am in a scent bubble that feels like the hottest chilies you can think of. Carolina Reaper, red peppers, okay, bell peppers, pimento, red hot chilies, together with a madras, you know, a curry powder that smells like an Indian kitchen. That is what you're going to get from this. The spiciness doesn't end there. It feels as though it's got black pepper as well. It feels as though it's got coriander as well. So if you walked into that Indian kitchen and they had the biggest pot of stew, and that stew was curried up and spiced up, you know, that's what this fragrance is gonna smell like. Nothing oody in here, just hot pepper spices. When I sprayed this for the first time, guys, I was wowed. It is so realistic in smell that if a child had to spray this, they may actually be tempted to taste it just to see or feel if it's got that tang. Now, in terms of anyone who may want to taste this, let me correct that narrative. This it just simulates the chili note, but obviously you wouldn't be able to actually taste, you know, the chili in here because, of course, the notes are coded, they're synthesized in a lab. So I don't think it will translate as hot, you know, to your tongue or anything. Not that I would encourage anyone to do so. I just had to, you know, throw that one there because I did talk about if a child had to smell this, they might be tempted to actually try and taste it. So that is the first impression that you're gonna get from this fragrance. The initial burst is gonna be so loud to an extent, if somebody walked in, they would ask you whether you had chilies somewhere or fresh chilies from the garden. But it's just gonna stick around boldly and loudly for about an hour, and then it starts to kind of die down. And what I can say really, you know, on that note is it just seems as though this particular range has longevity issues. Most of them are going to give you 4 to 6 hours. This unfortunately has longevity issues in as much as it's a very spicy forward fragrance. This one will last about 4 to 5 hours before you must reapply. That chili note, that hot pepper note holds on for about an hour, after which the fragrance itself kind of transitions to what feels like a water note there, coming in with like a soapiness there and a powdery accord. So that is the dry down of this fragrance. I'm just going with my nose, but maybe there could be citruses there that go in the mix. The spices here don't feel sweet at all. For some it might be semi-sweet, but I don't get a sweetness there. I get a fragrance that is perfectly unisex. It is niche, whatever they were going for. It's an unexpected surprise if you want to try this fragrance. But unfortunately, it is the lasting power maybe that might not really actually do it for you. There's a little bit of a greenness also that enters there in the 2-hour mark, you know, and a little bit, just a little bit of a sourness that comes with that greenness there. This is why I was saying it could be that they have put bergamot here or something, because there's a little bit of a sourness there, but it's very hard to decipher because the fragrance itself is very prominent in its spiciness. Okay, for some it may even trigger allergies because it is very spicy just to the nose, right? That is what I can say I get from this fragrance. So I'd expect an interesting enough fragrance, interesting enough to try, very different. I personally don't own anything like this. And let me add that I personally haven't smelled anything like this. This is chili in your face. That is what you get, guys, from Pepper So Spicy. So if you have a collection, you're looking for something that is unique, I would say try this fragrance, guys. Another thing is maybe it gets better with time because this collection is fairly new. And I've had to bring it here because I've had requests. Okay, I did a little short there where a short video where I showed you these fragrances, and a lot of people wanted to know about this collection. So I had to bring it, you know, as soon as possible. And because of that, it could be that this needs a little time before it actually does its thing. And to me, if this fragrance gets better, it's going to be the cherry on top, because that spiciness, guys, is not off-putting. It's a beautiful spiciness. It's a different, you know, a fragrance overall. It just gives you a glimpse into, oh wow, this is perfumery genius, you know, whatever it is. It just is an acquired kind of scent where you just have to try it to know whether you're going to like this fragrance, guys. And I think I have rumbled on enough for you to get a picture of what this fragrance smells like. So yeah, do take note. It could be that it does better after a little while. I'll see how mine macerates. I will see whether it improves. Maybe in 2 months time or so I can then bring it back, not as a singular review, but amongst other, you know, grouped fragrances there, and just update you on the performance. But for now, it's an average performer. You need to reapply this one after 4 to 5 hours. Maybe if you do overspray it, it will, you know, it will walk the distance. I don't know. I'm just talking based on about 6 or 7 sprays. So yeah, that is what I had for you guys. Pepper So Spicy there from Fragrance World, a new release. They have released a lot of fragrances, and I'll try and bring them here, the ones that I can get a hold of, just to, you know, get you clued up here to see if you need all of them, a few of them, most of them, whatever in your collection. This is the bottle, guys, gorgeous as always. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's meet in the comment section where we obviously discuss more about fragrances. Is this a fragrance that you would want to try? Another thing that I would want to know is, based on my description, is there a fragrance on the market that smells like that? Because that could be what this is duping, because for now I don't know. If you know, please pin it in the throw it in the comment section there so that you can help others. Turn on post notifications, guys. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this video, and most importantly, have you subscribed? If not, then why not? Thank you so much for joining me today, and remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.